feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Welcome back to the GSMC Dead Ball Sports Podcast, hosted by GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Owen Jamber. As you can tell, if you're watching the live stream or video, I did not change my shirt. I'm sticking with it. You're going to have to deal with it. If it hurt in your eyes, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to listen tonight, I guess. Sorry. But first segment, talk about Lee Corso, his retirement from College Football Game Day, losing one of the greats. This segment, the NBA play-in, talk about the games that's happened so far, and the games happening tonight and the rest of the play-in, see where these teams land. After that, we're going to the NFL, talking the draft. Then we're going to the Cleveland Browns, ending off with Nico Harrison. Before we get into all that, though, tips and donations. Tips and donations are always greatly appreciated. By tipping and donating, it really means you guys care about the content that we are putting out. And if you do want to tip or donate to show you guys care and appreciate what we do, if you're in the live stream, super chat and sticker. And if you're not in the live stream, watching, or just listening, the two links in the bio description are the best way to do that. Even if you don't want to tip or donate, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section of the YouTube video, or if in the live stream, in the live chat. I'll see that literally as soon as you type it up, so I can get to it as soon as you can. I love talking to you guys. That's my job. So please feel free to leave a comment. I'll see that and just talk sports. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's what I like to do. So I'm doing this. So like I said, feel free to comment if you don't want to tip or donate. But if you do want to tip or donate, if you're in the live stream, super chat and stickers. And if you're not in the live stream, watching this on YouTube or just listening to it, the two links in the bio and description will definitely lead you to the right path to be able to do that for us. With that being said, let's get into the second topic, the NBA play-in. The NBA play-in of the loser grounds last night, or the 9 and 10 games. Sorry, the 9 and 10 games happened last night. You got the Chicago Bulls, Miami Heat. Then you got the Dallas Mavericks, Sacramento Kings. And to keep it blankly, yeah, sure, we'll go with that word. They were both blowouts. I mean, they both weren't close for most of the games. Both games ended up just being, not really close. I mean, yeah, Dallas won by 14, 120 to 106, and then Miami won by 109 to 90, so a 19-point win. And we'll talk about them, just individually as a game. So we'll talk about the Eastern Conference first. We'll talk about the Bulls versus the Heat. I had said yesterday I had Miami Heat winning this game. Luckily, I was right. I said that no matter how good Josh Giddey's been playing since All-Star break, they're just not a good enough team to beat the Miami Heat. And I was right. Josh Giddey did have a double-double, though. He had a good stat line. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, he had a good game, regardless. Yeah, they lost, but he had a good game. And that is the third straight season where the Miami Heat have knocked the Chicago Bulls out of the play-in, which means we should not be allowing the Bulls or the Heat to make the play-in anymore. It's the same 4 teams in the East, like the same 3. It's always the Hawks, the Bulls, and the Heat. It's always those same 3. Maybe add like the Hornets. The Magic made it this year, so congrats to them. But yeah, it's always just some random other team in the play-in. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, the Miami Heat have knocked them out of the playoffs. The Miami Heat are now playing the loser from the 7-8 game, so they're playing the Hawks. But let's talk about the game, just talk more about the game. So like I said, Giddey had 25, 10, and 4. Pretty good game from him. Kobe White had a pretty good game point-wise. He had 17 points, only put up 2 boards and 5 assists. That's not a horrible game. Pretty good, He's making plays around the game for him. I also didn't really watch this game that much, so I'm just basically looking off stats. I'm not really sure how, exactly the game went, how good the players are playing, just without stat watching, stat padding, all that. But Nikola Vukovic had a pretty good game as well. 16, 12, and 1. I mean, he averages like a double-double, so that's expected. But like I said yesterday, him and Bam were going to be a great matchup in the paint. Watching those two go at it are always, just two good bigs. I mean, watching 2 good big men putting up battles in the paint are always fun to watch, and I was right. Because Bam had himself also a double-double. 15 points, 12 boards, 3 assists. Pretty similar stats to Vukovic. I mean, obviously they were battling in the paint all game, getting aggressive, and he won the game because of it. Talk about the player of the game, though. Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero, 38 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists. I mean, 38 points is unreal. He had the most points in the play-in this year, will tie with Jimmy Butler for 38. But still, I mean, Tyler, like I've been saying yesterday, I said this yesterday and previous weeks as well, Tyler Hero is still a better player than Josh Giddey, even post All-Star break. Tyler Hero has been that guy. He's been with the Heat every year. They made the playoffs, made those deep playoffs runs, and he just knows how to play the game. And Tyler Hero has been playing good basketball all year round. And yeah, his team, his record didn't show it, but they also were hurt most of the year. They lose their best player, Jimmy Butler. A lot of their guys are hurt for a while, and the record does show, a losing record in a weaker Eastern Conference. But if you look at Tyler Hero's stats all year, he was playing good basketball. And obviously you can see dropping 38 points against, in a playoff game, it's really good for your rating as a player. 38, 5 and 4, helping your team win by they won by 19. And he's a part of that third. I mean, out of the 109 points, put up 38. I mean, dang, that's almost, I wouldn't say half. It's a quarter of your points right there. It's a quarter of your points just from your one guy. That's always a huge help. And then Andrew Wiggins also had a good game. People forget he got traded to the Heat with that Miami Jimmy Butler trade. He had a good game as well. 29 and 2. Another 20 points. I mean, when you get multiple guys a game putting up 20 points, 20 plus points, at least 2 guys putting up 20 plus, that's always going to help your cause. Especially even Bam. I mean, you have 3 guys putting up 15 plus points. That's always a huge help to your cause. I mean, that's quick math, 35 plus 38, 73 points right there. Just off those 3 guys, out of your 109 points total, they dropped 73 of your points. That's huge for you. That's a huge help for you and your team, and that's why they won the game. You could look at, the Bulls stats as well, and a lot of the guys in the Bulls, even the 3 I mentioned, Vukovic, Kobe White, and Josh Giddey, they all had good games, but I didn't even mention their starting 5. Everyone on their starting 5 had at least 10 plus points, and their bench just didn't do it for them. Their bench did not play good. That's why they lost that game. But if their bench played somewhat good, a little better, they probably would have won that game. So now we got in the Eastern Conference, we now got the Miami Heat playing the Atlanta Hawks tonight for the 8th seed. And I have Miami Heat winning this game because, like I said yesterday, they're a better team. They're a better team than the Hawks. Bam Adebayo is better center than Clint Capella. Tyler Hero and Trae Young, that'll be a good battle. Andrew Wiggins has been hooping the entire year. Him and Dyson Daniels, that'd be a good matchup as well. But I do think Miami Heat win that game and get the 8th seed to then go on to play the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round of the Eastern playoffs. Now let's go to the Western Conference game. The Dallas Mavericks versus the Sacramento Kings. This game was a blowout most of the game, honestly. I mean, they won by 14, but they were up by 25 at one point. The Dallas Mavericks, And overall, it was a fun game to watch. I mean, just seeing, a lot of these big name guys a lot of big name players are on the Kings and the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, you guys got for the Mavericks, Anthony Davis, easily one of the best centers in the league. He dropped 27, 9 and 1, almost a double double, but he dropped 30 points basically on a very good defensively sound Kings team. And like I said yesterday, watching him and Sabonis would be one of the best things we would see last night, between the play-in games, between the play-in in general. And I was right. Sabonis had 11, 13, and 5. Both of them were just getting boards, putting up points. I mean, Sabonis obviously had a lot less points than Anthony Davis, but he had more boards, And so they were fighting in the paint all game for boards, and it was it was getting aggressive, getting chippy, and I love it. I'm happy to see that I was happy to see that I was right with that prediction of saying it'd be a good matchup between the two, and I'm happy I was right with that because I was right. Thank God. Klay Thompson, 23, 5-2. Klay Thompson dropping another 20-point game. I mean, Klay Thompson's been hooping recently, and I'm excited to see that they're doing good, especially Klay Thompson. Coming to the Dallas Mavericks, looking to win. He had Kyrie and Luka. He wanted to come over here. Luka got traded. Kyrie got hurt. Well, he came for nothing, but he's been hooping still. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still been hooping for the Mavericks, and I'm happy to see that he's still playing well because toward his end tenure at the Golden State, he wasn't playing nearly as well as he was in the past. So seeing him hoop again like this is a really good thing to see because I love Klay Thompson. So seeing him play this good is really nice. PJ Washington had a nice game as well. 17, 9-4, starting forward, or one of the starting forward for Dallas, and he had a great game. You feel like you don't really hear a lot about, a lot of these Dallas players are kind of random players, but I wouldn't say PJ Washington is one of them, but their team is just so hurt that you're getting these other guys chances to play, and seeing PJ play almost a double-double, but he had 9 boards, a great sight. So Dallas Mavericks are playing really good basketball right now. Also, Brandon Williams off the bench for the Mavs. 17 boards, 5 assists. I mean, you get guys off the bench dropping 17, you're going to win games. It's always a huge help, like I said, when you have depth in the playoffs and you have these guys coming off the bench helping you shoot and win games. And dropping 17 off the bench, 15. If you're coming off the bench dropping 15 plus, you should be winning a game, realistically. And so seeing him come off the bench, drop 17, and help them win by 14, that's a huge help for them. About the Kings for a minute. Sacramento Kings, they were home. And you can't lose at home, and they lost at home. I wouldn't say it's the bench's fault, but I am going to say that. Because when you got DeMar DeRozan dropping 33, 7-2, Levine, 23-9, Sabonis, 11, 13-5, and you have, between all those guys right there, you got 66 points right there between the 3 of them alone, and you had 50 points between the other 12 guys in your roster. It's not a good look. No one else on the Kings scored more than 10 points, I believe, other than those 3. And their bench played bad. Keegan Murray did not play good. Ellis, one of the other guards on Sacramento, did not play good. I mean, the team overall just wasn't built for the play. They just don't really do well in the play-in, playoffs. They don't really make it far. But, you would think that with these trades they made in the offseason, getting Levine, or, the free agency, getting Levine, I mean, you think that helped them out a lot. It really didn't help them out as much as they thought it would. Hopefully next year they're going to come in and be better because, they got the players not just, halfway through the season. They're some of their best players, some of their starters, they have them for the full year. And having DeMar, Levine, Sabonis, Keegan Murray, that's going to be a good squad. I'm excited to see how they play next year. But that's not next year. That's right now. And they lost, which sucks. But next year they'll be a good team. Now I got Dallas versus Memphis tomorrow for the play-in for the Western Conference to the 8 seed. And I have Dallas winning. I think Anthony Davis is a lot better player than Edey. Klay Thompson can hoop again like he did last night. They'll win. John Morant's been hooping, though. I mean, it'll be a great game to watch defensively. The Memphis Grizzlies are a great defensive team. And it's going to be a great game to watch regardless. But I do think the Dallas Mavericks will win, and I hope they do. Because if Memphis loses, they're probably going to do a clean sweep. Like, John Morant might be gone. Might trade some of their players. I'm not sure. But I do want to see Dallas win without Luka, and they can prove that they can do it without Luka. Even Kyrie as well. Kyrie and Anthony Davis healthy duo is going to be filthy next year. And seeing Anthony Davis hoop right now by himself, basically with the help of Klay Thompson and the other guys, it's great to see them do that. So I do hope Dallas wins, and they will end up playing, hopefully, the OKC Thunder in the first round of the NBA playoffs. That's all I got for this segment. Next segment, we're going to the NFL draft coming up. Talk about that. Who's going to go where, probably. Going to the Cleveland Browns after that for second number 4. Ending off with Nico Harrison, the GM for the Dallas Mavericks. We'll get to all that after the break.